Good morning, ninjas. Good morning, Ninja Nation. Welcome to 7 a.m. in sunny Florida. I'm Melanie Hind, aka Princess Ninja. I have a lot of new people on my channel. Hello, new people. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't, unless you've done this YouTube thing, I don't think you could understand how humbling it is to know that people actually find your content interesting. And all of your very sincere and thoughtful compliments on you like my funniness. Oh, by the way, do you know that I haven't been on my computer? So I'm not able to see the reason why, but I got to notice that they will not monetize my video yesterday with the Snapchat rant. Maybe because I'm using an unauthorized snap filter. Maybe because of the content, maybe because I put sexy in the title. Maybe it's, I don't know. Can you even fight that? Is there a way for me to rebuttal and say, hey, if I have to because I make a couple adult comments on that Snapchat rant, maybe I have to put an age restriction or something on it. Maybe I can't monetize Snapchat rants. I'm really not sure how that works. So I'm going to have to look into that. Anyway, so very proud of Elizabeth. She's moving into her first new place. So as far as building a basket for her first new place, I just told her to go pick up the one that I've already made. And then, I'm going to be a mom and I'm just going to continually try to help her improve her situation starting out on her own. I'm so very proud. So very proud. I am not one of these moms that wants to keep my kids home forever. That doesn't make me a horrible person. I want my children to be independent. I want to be independent. I kind of look at it as because Elizabeth would be child number 9 for me, right? That I've either raised as a child or helped raise for part of their life, because my previous marriage, my ex-husband had 6 children and I was in his life for 10 years. And even though I only had the kids from about age 9, 10, 11 till 18, 19, 20, I still feel like I helped to raise them. So anyway, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. But anyway, so I've been raising children for 30 years now. So I'm tired. And to me, there's nothing more gratifying than watching your children go out into the world and make their own way. To me, there's nothing more gratifying than days like this where you watch your kids get their diploma and then you hope that everything that you taught them and the example that you set for them, you want them to spread their wings and fly. Do you worry about them? Absolutely. 100% I worry. I'm scared to death, because Elizabeth is such a sweetheart. She can be naive at times. So do I worry about people taking advantage of her? Absolutely. 100% I worry about her. But as a parent, you should want to see your children become successful in the world, right? That's just my opinion. But I understand too. There's a lot. The hardest part becoming an empty nester was I had to figure out, after 30 years of being someone's mom, 30 years of being depended on, 30 years of feeling like I had a purpose and a goal, 30 years of waking up every morning and that was my drive. That was my purpose. That was my reason to go to work, my reason to keep it together, my reason to not break the law. That child depended on me for everything. And that meant that I stood for something just very important. I was a very important person because without me, that child would probably not survive, right? So being a mom is a huge deal. Being a dad is a huge deal. Props to all the single fathers out there. My dad was a single father. My dad raised me and my brother for about 8 years during the worst time in my life when I was just a snot. I was a horrible teenager. But anyway, blah, 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 past stuff. Moving on. But what I'm saying is the hardest part for me was like, who am I now? All my kids are gone. No one needs me, which meant that I had no value, right? No one needed me, so I had no value. I wasn't important to anyone anymore, so was I relevant? Was I important? Oh my goodness. I went through about a 6-month period of feeling, because I want you to keep in mind, my ex-husband and I, between the two of us, we had 7 kids. I had 1, he had 6. 5 of those children were all 1.5 to 2 years apart. So within a 4-year period, I went from living in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 900 square foot home with 9 people to living in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 900 square foot with 3 of us. And while it felt like a tremendous amount of weight was taken off my shoulders, it also felt empty. I felt empty. Who was I? What did I want to do? The same dreams, the same goals, the same things that I wanted to pursue, things that I thought that I was, things that I thought and had incorporated in part of my identity. All of the times that I said, you know, when I became a mom, I gave up everything I wanted. Do you know how freaking real and true that statement was? Because I found myself at age 35 going, I'm not a mom anymore. What do I do? I'm not a mom in the sense that I wasn't needed 24 hours a day. I felt so lost. I felt so alone. And, you know, of course, I was in a crap marriage. I was being mentally abused, verbally abused. I was being neglected horribly. And my kids were the reason that I stayed there. The kids were gone, and it revealed my crappy marriage. And I had nothing left but to face what was in front of me, which was my ex-husband, and say, there's no more love in this house. All the kids needed, they loved me. And now I'm here with this man that treats me like garbage and talks to me like garbage. And he's a freaking alcoholic. And he'd always been that way, but the kids were a distraction. So here I was at 35 years old after raising kids for freaking 10 years and feeling lonely and feeling useless and feeling like I had no purpose and I didn't have an identity anymore. I'm faced with, why did I marry this guy? Who is he? Why would I allow him to treat me like that? And I think it's the kids distracted me from just how miserable I was. And I went through a serious bout of depression and anxiety. I was on antidepressants. So there's a lot of people out there that think Melanie's got her shit together. Boy, you couldn't be any more wrong. It has been an uphill climb, but I'm glad to say that, you know, my Lord and Savior stands on the top of that hill and helped me. He grabbed my hand and said, come on, Melanie, you don't have to be here anymore. Let me show you a better way. Can I get a hallelujah? I'm just saying. Okay, so my keto journey, on my community page, go to my community page, and I posted a question. Please leave me a link of your favorite carnivore YouTuber. Now, I follow Rich, the keto mechanic, but he's not really doing the carnivore thing right now. He's doing a lot of experimental things. He's got a lot going on in his life. He's kind of, you know, he's in multiple places, exploring multiple avenues right now. So I'm looking for an active carnivore YouTuber, one that might be able to support me and help me through without having to pay $300 on Patreon, that could support me like in a 30-day carnivore challenge. Do you know anyone that's got a 30-day carnivore challenge, a Facebook group, something that I can join? Because I don't have a gallbladder. When I tried carnivore before, I had some very negative side effects, some very negative symptoms. Chronic, severe, painful constipation. I felt nauseous all the time. I had a dull headache. I felt weak, tired, lethargic, kind of like keto flu. So if you know of anyone out there that's getting ready to do a carnivore challenge, let me know. If you want to do a carnivore challenge and maybe start a collaboration for the month of June, I'd love to do that. I know February is carnivore month, but you know, it's never too late. We can start a new trend. Anyway, oh gosh, 10 minutes now. These videos are getting so long. I will be back with you today at lunchtime for blood glucose and ketones, and I'll show you what I'm eating for lunch. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. So anyway, I'm starving, and I can't remember if I showed you my lunch. I have 3 ounces of liverwurst. I have about 6 little celery sticks, some mayonnaise and mustard, some cheese and pepperoni, and water. That's it. I even think I'm going to let go of the Zip Fizz today. I'm probably not going to have one. Anyway, you can see the first time it scared me. I tested my ketones. It came back low. And then, of course, I used a different strip. Tested it again. It said 1.2. So, I don't know. Must have got a bad strip or something. Anyway, I am in a hurry, having a busy day. And it is hot as crud out here. Hope you guys are having a great day. So, unexpected trip to Walmart, but I'm going to be wrapping this video up. I'm going to be inserting my macros here. So I came home from work. My husband and I went out to our favorite burger place and had a bunless burger. I did not have any tomatoes. I just lettuce, pickle, bacon, mayonnaise, and provolone cheese. That's all. That's all I have on it. And it's a 1/4 pound patty. So my calories are under goal. My protein is under goal. My fat is under goal. My carbohydrates is under 10 grams. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think I watched a video by Nurse Cindy, and I think what I'm going to have to do is just cut my calories. I think that I'm in the same place that she is. I think with me being 50 and I've been in menopause for at least 5 years now, I've done so much metabolic damage to myself. I just think that I need to cut my calories again. I also have been researching a lot of stuff about gallbladder and keto and how my body may not be breaking down the fats like it should. I've also been doing some research on how to break a fast, and sometimes I don't really think about what it is I'm breaking my fast with. I felt really good when I was breaking it with the bone broth. But apparently, I watched a video by Thomas DeLauer who says you should never, ever break a fast with fat and carbohydrates. I've also heard Thomas DeLauer say that you maybe shouldn't fast every day. Every once in a while, you need to break it up and just maybe eat normal. I also watched another video today that said people with gallbladders maybe instead of doing 2 meals a day need to do 3 meals a day. I felt a lot better when I was having my bulletproof coffee in the morning. I got to be honest. I felt better. But once again, I couldn't lose weight. So is it a calorie issue? Is it a macro issue? Is it a one ingredient somewhere in my universe that's causing me to stall? And for those of you who are new to my channel, this isn't the first stall. It's not the second stall. And I'm not talking about, oh my God, I didn't lose any weight for a week. I'm talking 9 weeks. I'm on 9-week stall, and I've had 3 8-week stalls in 1 year. So if you think about that, that's a 2-month stall. I've only been on keto for 13 months. So I've stalled 6 out of 13 months. So it's like I'll lose 10 pounds and then I stall for 2 months. Lose 10 pounds and then stall for 2 months. It's so frustrating. But I'm not going to quit. I'm going to try to figure out what it is that's going on with my body. At least I still have hope. There's some things that I haven't tried that I need to try. I also saw another research today about having soluble fiber with fat to slow down the fat, the digestive process with the fat, and allow my body, because it doesn't have a gallbladder, more time to produce the amount of enzymes it needs to break that fat down, which will also help the nutrients and the absorption into my blood cells. So I have some things I need to try. I just need to be in a better frame of mind, and I need to be in a better mood when I sit down and devise my plan, because right now the fat mean chick in my head is screaming at me, and I just need to ignore her. Anyway, I know this has been a long video. Thank you to those of you who have made it to the end. I love you so much for your love and support, your comments, your interaction. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs